Hello and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. For today's video, I'm not really going to read a passage. What I'm going to do is basically talk about chapters 14 through 19 of Joshua. That is the rest of the dividing up of the land. And if I were to continue to read these passages, I would continue to repeat myself every video. I didn't want to do that, so I just figured I'd lump them all up in this, that they are getting the land that God had promised them. There's a few people I do want to kind of separate though and briefly discuss. So the Levites, as we have found out, do not get any inheritance. They have to live amongst the tribes of their brothers. And then the tribe of Joseph is not, it's divided into two. I need to rephrase that. It's divided into two. So right there we've got that, and then the other two that I wanted to bring up is Joshua and Caleb. Joshua and Caleb were the two spies that said, yes, we can take this land. We can do what we need to do to have God fulfill his promise. Now, in saying this though, the other 10 spies, they said, no, the people are too big, the people are too big and scary. We won't be able to ever take it. So they had to wander in the desert for 40 years. Joshua and Caleb, like I said though, had a different mindset. They knew that God was in control. They knew that God would see this through. So Joshua and Caleb each also got their own little piece of land from this deal as well. Now, from here, we're going to see a few other things happening in Joshua before it wraps up. But things are going to start to spiral out of control here soon. The people are going to go back to this whole quickly forgetting about God, forgetting about how they got to where they are. And we won't see it in Joshua, but we will see it later on at the end of Judges, that the people want a king. They want to be like every other nation around them. They don't want to be different. God does call us to be different. God calls us to follow him and him alone. And a lot of the times that does mean that we are different than everyone around us, because we do have a different set of standards to go by. So anyway, like I said, I wanted to lump this all together in one video. Didn't want to have to repeat myself for 5 chapters. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful, God-centered day. Bye.